Hey gang, so I got something in the trade recently, and it is from a maker that I constantly regret selling or trading away. Every time I do, I want another one. And that's because there are so many to choose from. It's Magnus, and this time it's the Toad X. This has to be my favorite so far. Although, what am I doing? I'm reviewing it right now. Forget I said that. Let's get under the camera, let's have a look at it. It's the Toad X by Magnus. Okay, so this is probably going to be a relatively quick one because, you know, I've opened up some Magnus sliders before, and I'm sure you've watched reviews on Magnus sliders before. I just want to give my my thoughts on this. This is the Toad X 3-click. I love it. This, the form factor I find is perfect. It's got grooves where they need to be. So when you're pushing on the side, pushing from the bottom, you've got this nice little thumb groove here, but you've got this ridge that you can push your thumb up on. So ergonomically, this is fantastic. I have not tried the, I think there's the Robo or the something like that. There's a few others like this. I've had the smoother Magnus sliders, and eventually I've had issues with them. So like the Chonker was just, there was no, I found there was no real texture to grab it on, so I found that kind of wanting. I had the Dimple, which again, the same thing, like, yeah, there was a whole bunch of holes on the top, but I still just didn't like, I didn't like the sliding over top of it and hoping my finger would catch on something. And then I also, my very first Magnus slider was a wing, and the problem with the wing is that I found it pinched a lot. So this, so far to me, is the most perfect Magnus slider I've had yet, because again, we get these dimples. And I have taken the O-rings out, so to give that crunch on the up. That's from the O-rings coming out, right? That way, at least, you get clicks all the time. That's the one thing I don't like about Magnus sliders, is when the rings are in place, you get silent moving up, and then you would get your clicks there. I like having the clicks in all spaces. I'm a crunchy guy. So again, this is just a really small one, but honestly, I love this. This is so nice. Like I always say I'm going to keep it, and then I never do. But I'm hoping I will hold on to this one for as long as I can. This is also with the Zerk plates. And I would also be curious to try this with the new steel plates, if those ever happen for this. I guess I just have to pay attention. And now that I have another Magnus, I'll start looking. Because I don't know, he dials them in so well. There's just something so nice about these. They feel great, the weight is great, so there it is. It's the Magnus X. All right, gang, thanks for watching.